So when is it truly cloud? In the 1990s, in America, an institution was created, and that would oversee the classification of measurements and standards. It was called the NIST, or the National Institute of Standards of Technology. They're the institute that define things like weights and measurements in a clear, unambiguous way. How much, for example, is a gram? How long is a millimeter? And indeed, they house an atomic clock, which is the de facto national timekeeper for the United States. But they also critically have a division called ITL, Information Technology Library, which goes to great lengths to define technology standards as well. In there is a publication called the NIST Definition of Cloud Computing, so very relevant for us. Clear titles, they're always a good way to go. And yes, indeed, we have a clear definition of cloud computing technology as defined by NIST. And it is as follows. Cloud computing is a model for enabling ubiquitous, convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources, e.g. networks, servers, storage, applications, and other services that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. Nice and tight. This cloud model is composed of 5 essential characteristics. It's got 3 service models and 4 deployment models. Now, using that model there, the NIST went to great lengths to clearly define what cloud is. So this publication goes on to explain the characteristics of cloud technology in much more detail. And actually, I think it would be beneficial for us to greatly understand some of these before we look at areas like cloud-based roles or benefits of cloud in more detail. The reason I say this is because many previous models in history looked a little like cloud. Many ideas, in fact, were the precursor to true cloud technology, and we need to properly understand when something is truly cloud. Let me digress for a minute and take a quick jaunt through the events in history that brought us to this point.